I'm so excited to begin our month to be able to share with you principles. Over the last few months, it has been my assignment to make sure I have provided nuggets of information and inspiration to be able to help you as a leader. I believe that a leader is defined properly by John Maxwell. He defines it as someone who has influence. And so no matter who you are or what you are, you have influence both positively and negatively. So I wanted to lift some things up to let Jordan Partnership come into your homes and your lives. It is not just for us to be a cult or a clique within ourselves. We are a partnership. And so there are many of you who have joined our partnership across the country, and I definitely appreciate you. But then there are others who just view our videos. Some of you give feedback, and then some of you just grab the information and take it to your area and make it work. And I appreciate the Lord so much for you. This month is a very, very important month. This is the month of divine order. And so as God is putting things in order, I wanted to provide principles to be able to help you accomplish those goals that God has for you. This week I want to talk about new normals. New normals. When God begins to shift your life, He begins to alter your perception. When He alters your perception, He brings you into a level to where what used to be normal is not normal. And you have to accept the fact that He's bringing you into new normals. If you have always thought defeated and broke, then as God begins to speak wealth to you and prosperity, then your mentality has to change. And there are many people, they say, I want better, but they have not used the tools to be able to create some new normals in their life, whether it's in business, whether it's in relationship, whether it's their spirituality or even their natural man. And so I wanted to provide 3 principles to help you create your new normals. There are many of you say that you want to be better, but there's some things that I believe will help you be motivated to develop those new normals. Number one, I've learned that I need visual motivation. I can hear it and I can even think it, but I have to see it. I have to see myself being where I'm trying to go, accomplishing what I need to accomplish. And the scriptures even said it, that Jesus saw the joy that was set before Him, so He endured the cross, despising the shame. It is your visual motivation. And so there are some of you need to create a collage, or some of you need to put a picture in front of you, and every day that needs to be something that you're looking at to say, this is my visual motivation. This is something that, again, not only do I feel, not only am I hearing it, but I see that this is what I want to accomplish, this is what I want to be, and this is what I want to do. You need your visual motivation, but then you have to understand, if you're going to create new normals, there will be visits to stop your momentum. That whenever God is trying to create something in you that's powerful, there will be things that life and the enemy will send to get you back into the rut that you used to be in. It will be a life event. It will be negativity. It will be a day where you just don't even feel like it, and you will go into you will go back into what you're familiar with, because when you're creating that new normal in the beginning, you are still more comfortable doing what you used to do than doing what you have to do going forward. And so you have to understand that visits will come by to stop your momentum. So you have to prepare yourself for that. If you're trying to lose weight, you got to understand that people will start offering you food and taking you to lunch and all of that. You have to provide discipline within that moment to say, there's going to be things that happen to stop my momentum. I may have got bad news in my family, and so it made me depressed, but I can't stop accomplishing what I need to accomplish. I have to take those particular things that have happened, but then I got to put it in a compartment and realize I have to deal with that in addition to the momentum I'm trying to create. So number one, you need visual motivation. Number two, you got to understand that visits will come to stop your momentum. But then you have to understand that there should be variations with meaning. Not doing the same thing the same way, but you can do the same thing different ways. You can, for me, I'm a workaholic. I'm a student. I study, but I don't study the same way every time. Sometimes it's with the computer. Sometimes it's opening the Bible. Sometimes I'm walking around the house and processing what God is saying. Other times I'm listening to music, because when you're doing the same thing the same way, you can kind of get stuck in a routine, and you can lose your energy, your excitement, and your passion for what you're going after. So I believe that it's important, because many of you, God is shifting from one place to the next, and as you are shifting from that place, you have to focus on the fact that I am creating new normals for my life, new normals for my ministry, new normals for my family. And if I'm going to do that, I've got to understand I need visual motivation. I've got to see the very thing that I'm trying to go. Again, whether it's pictures or images or just internally, you're seeing things that's important. Then you got to understand that visitations will come to be able to stop your momentum. You got to be able to accept that, shake that off, and stay focused because you're trying to get somewhere. One statistic said you have to do a thing at least 21 times to create a particular habit. And so you have to make sure that, again, these visits are going to come, but you got to stay focused. And then thirdly, there should be variations with meaning, that I'm going to do it a different way. Again, if I'm going after something in particular, there's more than one way to accomplish it. So I need to put some creativity in it so I don't get burnt out. If I do these particular principles, I'll be able to create a new normal. Many of you, you're after something different. It's going to take a minute for you to get adjusted. But if you apply these three principles, that new normal will not be something afar off. It'll be something that's near to you. I'll talk to you again next week. Have a great day.